Live.
Brighten this up. So let's see what's.
Welcome to the Put Work In podcast. We're live. Hopefully, we'll see. We've been having trouble with it. I'm not even worried about Facebook. If Facebook doesn't show up, I'm not even worried about it.
Can is
No
my
way.
volume too high? I
You're
mean,
good. You're
I'm
good.
good. You sure? I'm good.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
I had to shave a mile off my run today.
You only did 6?
Yeah. I had to
What
hurry up and get
time?
home. I started late.
What time did you run? You probably ran at 5:45 or
I
at 7
started at 6:45 or something like that.
mm,
PM.
p.m.
Jarvis, you need to get in on that 18-mile run we're doing.
Man, look, man, that's crucial, man. Like I'm a sprinter. I can run long distance,
Just
but
hop in and do a sprint with us.
yeah, I do a sprint. I do like 200 yards or something like that.
All right. I got my run. I got one more run this week. I might do another one tomorrow. Depends if Dylan runs or not.
Oh yeah, I'm running.
I'm gonna run Saturday.
Saturday morning.
So yeah, I probably get one in Saturday morning. It'd probably be best for me.
So, do you ever run?
Yeah, I do run. Yeah, I do run. I
You do you just do sprints or do you do a little jogging?
no, I do. Well, I jog. I went out to Sarters Lake this evening, so I went out there and ran a little bit. So
Have you ever done a mile for time?
yes, I have.
Okay, blow us away.
Yes.
What was your mile for? What do you remember the time?
Yes, I remember the time. But I'm not gonna tell you guys
Oh man,
because
he's always holding those
my
numbers close.
I'm gonna just say my mile time is good. I can run distance, but I prefer sprinter.
Yeah,
So
I can imagine being a
so
football player. What
Does your
position did
mile
you play?
time, if you write it out in letters, does it start with an F?
Oh yeah. For
no,
sure, for
it
sure.
doesn't start out with an
It
F.
starts out with an S.
I'm gonna just say it's good to be a
A
sprinter.
T, a T.
It's good to be a sprinter. So I can run long distance, but I just hate running long distance because I get bored easily. Just running long distance. So I constantly like I rather run sprints than running
Well,
long
yeah,
distance.
being a football player though, you're definitely not. You're not built for like the long distance stuff.
No,
It's a different. It's a complete different thing, man.
but I will tell you guys this: when I ran track in high school, how we had to make the track team was our track coach. He had put us on back of his truck, and he took us out to the country, and I can't even remember how many miles it was from the school, but it was pretty far, and we had to run back to the school, so it was pretty far, and I didn't quit, so I ran track
Wow.
from I ran track since I was a eighth grader in junior high all the way up to I was a senior in high school. So I think I'm pretty good at distance. I just hate running distance.
Yeah.
I just hate I rather run sprints, run 100 meters, get it over with, just like that. So I'm like 100 meter, 200 guy.
It's better to run distance if you're running with somebody.
Yeah,
Because if you're running by
Keeps you
yourself, it
busy,
gets boring quick.
yeah.
man.
And also something you guys did not know, I am a state champion in the 200, not 200 meters, I'm sorry. Yeah, I am a I am yeah. Well, I am a state champion in the 400 meters. So I am a state champion in 400 meters. Something you guys didn't know in high school. Two times state champion
What's
in
your
400
fastest
meters.
200?
I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you.
I got an idea. Jarvis Smith stats.
I'm looking it up too, bro. I'm trying to see.
It's not gonna come up though. It's not gonna come up. So on Google, back then we didn't have all that Google. people weren't putting accurate stuff on social media back then. We had Ice Ages coaches that didn't
Yeah.
really like computers.
All right.
So
So I have the. I guess I can share this. I can put this on the screen.
nah, don't put it on
No,
the
you're.
screen.
It's not yours. I'm just gonna go over
Nah.
some. I'm gonna. It's not you.
No,
Let's
it's
see
not
if I
me.
can find it.
It's gonna
There we
be a
go.
it's gonna be a lot of Jarvis Smith in the world.
Well, I've just looked up the.
Hold on,
It
let me
put up
see.
2017 for some reason. It's just the first search result I got, but you're not on here. It's just from this
Nah,
this Terrell Smith guy. It pulled it up because of the Smith.
that
But
that may be my cousin. I don't know.
it's Vicksburg. Well,
That
listen to this, bro.
look
200 meters in 21 seconds.
213. That's
Okay.
fast. That's fast. That's really fast. That's really moving. Like you really gotta be moving.
I think the
You,
women's world record, like the woman that just won, Shikari Richardson, it
yeah,
was like somewhere around in here, like
that's
10 seconds
fast.
something.
That's really fast. Like you're really like we call it like slow motion fast because it's like you're not really even moving.
Yeah,
That's like
it's the
flash
slowest 10
fast.
seconds ever.
Yeah.
And when you're doing it because it hurts so bad. But
So what are we gonna talk about tonight? I asked you guys to to be on it again, and we here. We here.
we just talking, man. Do you have anything specific? What have you been doing since
We're
the last
warming up
time?
right now.
Yeah, we're in the
Uh,
warm up.
what I've been doing since last time, man, it's school just started back in. Beside I am a police officer inside the school. So
Okay, where are you
schools.
at?
I'm at Sapanola.
The
I'm at
high school?
Sapanola. Yeah, I'm at the house school.
Okay.
We have we have some great students at our school. We have some good kids at our school.
I feel like being an SRO would be kind of cool.
It is cool. You definitely you see the kids that say different. I'm gonna say spontaneous things. They're like, "Hey, can you tase me today?" I'm like, "No. What? You want me to get fired? Really? No, I'm
Sign
not
this
gonna
form.
tase you."
Hold up, hold up.
Yeah,
Speaking of that, can I sign up to get tased?
yeah. Once you fill out an application, yeah,
They'll tase you. They'll pepper
yeah,
spray you. They'll do all that.
we'll do all that. Once you fill out the application, you would do that. You will love it. I promise you will love
So
it.
I can't just like pull up to the police station and ask, "Hey, can y'all please tase me?"
No, you
Oh,
got to fill out the application and then we'll do it from there.
You could do
No,
like
it's
a crime or something and get tased.
yeah, he wouldn't want
You
that.
just resist a little bit. Be like, hey,
Yeah, he
pull
wouldn't
pull out
want
the one on the other side.
that.
I'll just pull
But
out
yeah,
my ID really quickly.
but yeah, before since you guys said we just talking, I know we all men of faith, and we definitely believe in God. Even though school just got kicked off not too long ago, let's open this thing up with prayer. Like, if you guys don't mind, let's open this thing up with prayer. Like,
Go ahead.
our students needed, teachers needed, admin needed as well, not just here at Sapanola, but I think worldwide we need it,
That's
because
right.
we're definitely living in the unknown. So, if you guys don't mind, this is y'all podcast. If you guys don't mind, can we just open this thing up with prayer?
Go ahead,
Go
man.
right
All
ahead, man.
right. Okay. Father God, Lord, I thank you for allowing us to be upon this podcast right now, Father God, Lord. I pray that you manifest every word with our tongue, that you will anoint it, that it will reach millions of people, even if it just reach one people. Father God, we just pray for all the students that are going back to school or currently getting ready back to go back to school right now, Father God. Lord, I pray that you be in the midst, Father God. Lord, I pray that you anoint every child head, from the crown of their head to the sole of their feet, that you will continue to order your steps in their words, Father God, that they will fulfill your destiny, and it's just telling people about your goodness and your kindness. Father God, even though we know it won't be easy, but we will not give up the fight of serving your people. And once again, Father God, I just thank you for allowing us to be on this podcast, to fellowship, to laugh, and show brotherly love. And these are the blessings I pray, man.
Amen.
Amen.
Hey, and I appreciate you guys again. We definitely need it. Like I said, we living in the unknown. This 2023, anything can happen. So
You're right.
uh,
It's crazy folks, man. People do crazy stuff, and
Oh, and you got some super cops there.
yeah, super cop. They see you,
yeah.
they're like, I ain't gonna mess with this. I ain't gonna mess with
No,
this.
no, no. I'm only human. It's. I'm gonna say this. It's just been the anointing of God, really, because it's something I cover myself with every morning. When I walk out the door and kiss my wife and tell her have a good day. It's just the anointing of God, the favor of God that I thank God that we don't have nothing serious going on, and I pray that we will never have
Right.
anything serious. So it's just the anointing of God, man. So kudos to God.
Yeah.
You know.
Amen. There's a lot of, I think one of the main problems is, even if, it comes down to something happening at a school like that, or just in your day to day life, people, they just think it's never going to happen to them. It's impossible for it to have something bad to happen, like, or even just simple as a car wreck. I'm never going to have a car wreck. I'm not going to have to deal with this or whatever.
Yeah.
So they just kind of put it off, and then something happens, and they're just like so thrown off because they're like, that this isn't real. It's not supposed to happen. That they can't even react. You know, they just
Right.
freeze because they're like, this is fake.
Yeah. And that's something I try to shed light on too, just because, you may see it on Instagram, that it happened in California doesn't mean that it can't happen right here, you know, because we living in the unknown. You never know what somebody is thinking. So, we just have to, stay prayed up and stay, putting the right foot forward and making a positive impact, upon these kids and the community as a whole.
That's right. Do you I don't know if we didn't talk about this last time, but since we're on the subject, uh, what do you think about the whole situation? I don't know if you even want to comment on it. The whole situation with the Uvalde. Uh,
Uvalde, I try not to comment on it. Comment. We all have our own opinions with it. And I just hate that that situation happened because
yeah,
I tell every parent that I come encounter with that your kids are my kids, and I want them to return home just the way they left, happy, clean, jolly as ever. So I want them to return home the same way. So uh now those thoughts, I would like to keep those to myself and talk to you guys like
yeah,
outside of the podcast about it. But I just hate it, that it happened, and people have their own scenarios of what they would have done. And
right.
one thing about being, you don't necessarily have to be in law enforcement for this to happen. That flight or flight stage, you never know uh how somebody will react. So like I said, I'll talk to you guys off the air about that, but I'll keep that to myself right now.
Sounds good.
I got a question since we're, I guess, like Dylan says, since we're on this topic. Uh, One of my, well, it's not really a question, it's more of a discussion topic. One of my ideas that I've had as far as, protecting schools goes is have kind of like, not really a shift, but more like one day of the week throughout school. How many SROs are typically at each building?
Well, I'm gonna just say this, nationwide, we're law enforcement, we're facing a shortage. So, typically you'll have 2 to 3 SROs at a school. And some you may have some officers that are afraid to step into that light as an SRO because they don't want to typically deal with kids, but you have to approach it at a different angle. Kids gonna be kids, and the generation of kids, those are the people, the generation of kids now, those are the young females and males that we're going to deal with in society. The old people that the older people, I'm not going to say old people, the older people that may have committed crimes, they going to, I'm not gonna say perish, but it's gonna kind of wind down. You may still, like I stated on the other podcast, you may still have some of those habitual offenders may still do, stuff, but they gonna mature even more and get wiser. Like, I'm too old to be doing this, but you got this younger generation that's coming in, so it's important that you know you change that narrative and try to bridge these gaps with this younger generation so they can know, okay, I know Officer Smith, or I know Dylan, or I know Peyton. I know how they gonna deal with me. And so I'm not gonna say things will be a whole lot easier, but it won't be so hard, because you have already built a rapport with them by them being in the school. So it's important. um the school resource officer, they plays a big part within these kids. And man, I be at a eye almost every day because you get approached by a different kid every day and say, hey, hey, Officer Smith, like, I really admire you. Thank you for protecting and serving us. And that really makes my day because, like I stated earlier, I tell parents, your kids are my kids. And I want them to, return home the same way. So it typically, you have 3 to 2 school resource officers at a school. And man, it's important. Like I said, some people shy away from it because they don't want to deal with kids, but we got to, we got to, because they're going to be adults. And if you don't deal with them now, how you going to build, how can you tell a grown person's, it'll be difficult trying to tell a grown person something that you never dealt with, that has an attitude. If you get what I'm saying. So if you
Hmm.
build that rapport with them within the school system, and then they see you out on the streets, and say if they get into something, they know how you are, and they know what to expect, and vice versa. So you know how to handle the situation, so any situation won't go left and stuff. And I'm not saying that it won't happen, but if you fair, firm, and consistent, you'll be you'll be all right.
Is that a 2 to 3 per building or the entire district?
It just depends on students and stuff like that within the building. So um, it just depends. So, but like I said, man, school resource officer, man, we play a big part within the school system because we help bridge that gap with these kids.
Yeah,
Uh,
you definitely have the opportunity to, like, being kids and teenagers, that they're still kind of forming their brains and developing, so they don't have like the well established opinions that adults have. Like, it's harder to change an adult's mind than it is a kid's. And they may have parents at home that are like anti-cop, but when they see you and they're like, oh, but he's a great guy, you're definitely
yeah,
shaping their opinions of of how cops are.
right. And I'm gonna share this story with you. I'm gonna share this story with you guys. I had one kid, man. Um, this kid got frustrated with school, and uh I saw him outside of school, and I spoke to him. Well, he spoke to me, and I spoke back to him, and I could tell that he was kind of bothered about something. He just immediately started crying, and I just embraced him. And he was like, I'm just tired." He's like, "I'm tired. I want to give up." And I just hugged him, and I told him, I said, "Hey, I need you. I need you to keep going, to keep pushing, because I'm here for you. Like, we're gonna get through this thing together. Whatever adversity you're facing, I'm gonna help you get through this. You know, you have a whole life ahead of you, a bright future that your eyes hadn't seen yet. So I need you to see those things that your eyes hadn't seen yet beyond Basefield, because it's a life beyond Basefield." So, and that kid just really just broke down. And I'm like, "Man, Lord, I thank you uh for putting me in this position to just to serve people, but for these kids, because I know we're older, and I may be a little bit older than you guys, but you guys can contest to this. These kids are facing something different from what we were facing when we was growing up in their age and time. It's really totally different."
Yeah, they have a lot a lot easier access to social media than we had for
Yeah,
sure.
and social media definitely plays a major part in it. And I try to tell kids, social media can make you or break you. And it's not about how many friends you have on there, or the likes you have on your status, because once you get older, you're gonna realize that less friends are the best friends. And we all could contest to that. We had, even when I was in high school, I had a group of guys that I hung around with, but my circle is so small that I can count them on one finger, like how many people that I actually talk to, uh that I went to school with in high school. I made majority of my friends when I went to college, and it's still small, and it's still on one hand that I can count. So I always tell them, like, you worried about likes, you worried about who's following you, or the latest trend. Man, less friends is the best friends. You're gonna
Right.
realize that when you get older, because you don't be caught up in all that type of sideways drama.
Yeah, they're just even just personally, it's just you're just so stressed out, like trying to be friends with everybody and trying to, be accepted or whatever. And you know, I'm not even friends with, I have like you said, I have a handful of friends. I have a handful of friends from high school that I keep in contact with, and then I have like two really close friends that I didn't even go to high school with Peyton.
Yeah,
Like we
and
were
you
there, we
probably
didn't know each other then.
Yeah, and you probably talk to Peyton more than the guys that you
Yeah,
went to high school with,
yeah,
and with me, I talk to you guys, just randomly more than people that I went to school with. So this just just to shows you how people evolve, because when you grow, you're not gonna be on the same level with the
right,
people. Some people gonna be stuck, and it's fine, because we all develop on a different pattern, in a different beat. Some gonna grow faster than others, and then others will grow. And then once they get to that level, they're like, "Okay, I see how you felt." And you be like, "Man, I was trying to get you to that point when I was there, but you didn't see it now." But we all, develop on a different path and different beats. So, we, it just is what it is, you
right,
know.
It's like, matter of fact, I've only seen a handful of people from that I went
right.
to high school with in the past few years.
Yeah. And vice versa, I've only seen a handful of people, and I think that, uh, we evolve and we start families, and we
Right.
get married and all that type of stuff. And man, I think that it's imperative to still connect those bridges with our former classmates, because one thing we hate to see and hear, that we look on social media and see one of our fellow classmates pass, or they going through something, and
Yeah.
you like, man, what could I have done,
I think the most people I've seen since I've graduated have started working at my current job, and they last a couple months and they're gone. But
You're hanging
Well,
in there though.
everybody ain't built like you,
Yeah,
Peyton.
Peyton.
Like, man, everybody ain't built like you, Peyton. And correct me if I'm wrong. You still drinking the Black Rifle coffee, right?
yeah,
See,
every now and
everybody
then.
ain't built like you.
Yeah.
They can't drink that.
Can't nobody take the C4 either.
Yeah. There's no way you're drinking a C4 right now.
I gotta
8:54
I gotta
p.m.
go to work in an hour.
Oh my
Good
God.
morning.
Good morning. Yeah. So correct me if I'm wrong. So when you come to the gym in the evening now, so you get ready to start your workout and then you go to work.
Yep.
Okay, I take my hat
Man.
off for you,
I always work out before work.
man.
Even
I
When
if
I
you
I
work in the regular hours.
Yeah, if I was working normally, I'd wake up at 4 or so in the morning and get up and go work out. But granted,
man.
I have more time to do it now since I don't get any sleep.
Yeah,
I got
no sleep.
5 hours and 49 minutes of sleep today. I would say last night, but it's just today.
Are they hiring at the PD?
We're always hiring, man. We're always hiring. We're always
And
hiring.
you probably don't
So,
want to comment on this, but I do notice they have a high turnover over there.
yeah, I'm not gonna comment.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
Man,
comment on
would I get a Tahoe or would I get a
That's what he wants to know, if he's gonna
Vic?
get the Vic or the one of those new Tahoes.
Well, if you apply, you will move up to a Tahoe as
Yeah.
if everything is part of chain of command. So
Did
it's not like you come in
yeah.
and you get it. You gotta you're gonna
You're
work
not gonna
your way
drive the
up to
Chiefs
it.
truck on the.
Yeah, you're not gonna drive the Chiefs truck on the first day.
Right.
Does
It may
baseball even have
It's-
Vicks anymore?
the Crown Vic. Yes,
Is it
yes,
just that
yes.
one, or is there
I haven't
multiple?
seen
No,
one in a
we
while.
have we have I think we have like maybe two or three. I used to drive a Crown Vic, and I'm gonna tell you, I loved it.
See,
So reliable,
the
very reliable.
I used to
And
refer to you to Dylan as Viz and the Vic
Yeah.
because your
Jarvis.
name's Jarvis, and in Marvel, Jarvis's name is Vision as well. So I'd call you Viz and the Vic. It's like, yeah,
yeah,
Vision.
I liked it when I drove it. I liked the Crown Vic. The only thing I didn't like about it was because my personal car is a truck.
Oh, it's kind of low
And
for you.
yeah, getting you getting in low and then you getting out high. That's the only thing that I didn't like about it, but I like it, man. It's a very reliable car. The AC blows like snowballs, really really good. So that's something you want
That's
as a
good,
police officer. You
especially as
don't
hot
want
as
to
it
get too,
is.
yeah, you don't want to get too hot.
I
So
seen
I like the Crown Vic.
there's a cop, I don't know if she's like there now, but she drives a Vic. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good friend of mine. See, me and her went to the police. Well, we graduated the police academy together. Uh,
Wow.
uh yeah, so she's actually at the elementary school. She
Yeah.
has the Crown Vic. Yeah, yeah. They're very reliable though, and fast. Probably some of our
Do
fastest
you get
cars.
a do you get a do you have one of those cars that have the wrap on it?
No,
Not
unfortunately I
yet. Not
don't.
yet.
I
One day.
have I have the Charger. I used to have the black Charger with the wrap on it, the Dare Charger.
Yeah.
But it was time to to give that up.
So what
So
you're saying is, if you try to pull me over in my Sentra, I probably shouldn't run.
you
He could
probably
beat your
shouldn't.
Sentra on foot.
You probably shouldn't run. Run, and that's one thing I tell with people, like running doesn't solve anything.
Man, it
Like,
just gets you in worse trouble.
yeah, you
They're
might as
gonna
well just
catch you.
stop. You just might as well just stop. So I tell people, just stop. You don't want nobody to chase you. You're gonna leave your car. We know where you stay at. So just stop.
Like the odds of actually getting away is like
Very slim.
1%. That's gonna be a miracle. Apparently, everybody's praying. I guess everybody that runs, they're praying, folks. I guess praying
So
for miracles.
Dylan, what are you doing different in the gym now? Like what are you doing different in the gym now?
From last time,
Yeah.
man, how long ago has it been since you've been on?
It's been since I think it's since the summer, right? I think it's since the summer.
Most of your GM's not even at the gym anymore.
Yeah, true.
Well, just the same old stuff: squatting,
Yeah.
benching, running. I've been running a lot because we're preparing for a marathon, and
Yeah, I remember.
I started running this week. I'm starting 6 days a week running. I
But this
remember.
sun
Go ahead,
this sun will make you
bro.
like, oh my God, like,
It's terrible.
yeah.
I remember when I first started running. It was 2020, right before my baby was born, my first one, and I was like getting shin splints off just like 2 or 3 miles a week, and like I was destroyed just doing that, preparing for a 5K, and now here I am, 30 plus miles a week, running every day, and I feel perfectly fine.
And that's what running does. Like, you have to I love to run, but I hate running distance. And running, to me, it allows you to be as free as you can be. Uh, like, just there's nothing like feeling the wind just flow
Yeah,
through your body, flow through your body. That's why I love it and hate it. But once you get through that stage of being broken with running, man, you can be going, man, for miles and
Man,
not even feel a thing. Your lower back don't get tight, or you don't get shin splints, or you don't even cramp up. It just, like,
just
it gives
rolling.
you, a lot of people say that second wind, but running gives you like that second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth wind that you can just just go.
man, if public indecency wasn't a thing, dude, these past
Dude,
couple of days I would have ran butt naked out there.
and I've been meaning to tell you about that. You've been coming in the gym like half naked, like
He's
you
got you a
you've been,
citation.
To be
yeah,
fair, I leave half naked, so
indecent exposures. Like, you've been coming in the gym like in the evening half naked, but it's hot though, So I don't blame you.
yeah.
It's
Every
hot.
time I run now, I run with my shirt off, and but when I'm leaving the gym, I have my socks off because they're soaking wet, and man,
Yeah,
it's bad out there.
yeah.
Are you gonna get some of those short shorts? Those running shorts?
I don't know. It sounds like Jarvis is gonna arrest me if I get any more naked.
Man, no. Look, to each his own. To each his own. To each his own. Yeah.
Next week's looking like it's gonna be a good week of running.
Yeah, it's supposed to cool down a little
Man,
bit.
I'm ready.
Look, what I'm probably gonna do is next week run after work instead of before work because these temperatures when I have to run is just not fair.
It's already warmed up all the way.
Yeah, it is. One thing I've changed since last time we talked. I've actually went up on squats. I think I've not major, but I went up to like 450.
Sheesh.
So I'm hitting it pretty good. So
What are you doing with 450? Is that one or 20
mm,
or?
No, I'm staying very moderate. So I'm doing like 10 to 6 reps. So and then supersetting it with legs extension. So going from
Sheesh.
single to legs extension. So
You think? Okay. Well, this is. Well, you never told us your mile time. I was like, so there's this big thing in CrossFit world, like the fitness world, of squatting 500 and running a sub 5 minute mile in the same day. Which I feel
that's
like you
I
have the
mean
potential.
I could do it. I'm not gonna shy away from it like I can't do it, but I probably would be able to do it. Because how I train my legs. So I probably could do it.
It
Now the
seems you
day
seem like a perfect type guy that could do it though.
yeah, I probably could do it. It's just how I train my legs. So if I tried, I know I probably could have.
There's only been a handful of guys that have ever done it on record, but obviously all the like freaks like that are playing football haven't tried it because I feel like they'd be able to do it.
Yeah,
All the like naturally gifted and talented people go to like professional sports.
Yeah, but
yeah.
as
And
long as it's not a football squat, you know.
what's a football squad?
He's saying it ain't deep enough.
Yeah,
What? Like, what you want to break all you want to tear all the cartilage in your knees?
that's exactly what I want.
Then you won't be able to be
We
able
need
to
to pull up some
run.
Clarence Kennedy
Look,
squats.
see, I know he didn't listen to nothing I said the first podcast. It's about longevity.
He said long leggedy.
It's not about squatting and then getting put in the wheelchair.
It depends.
And you can break parallel, but you don't want to go I mean, you can go deep, but you don't want to go too deep where you tear your cartilage up in your knees, though.
I'm finna play my video.
Every uh every area has their own rules, I would say. You know, in football the purpose isn't the purpose of training is power, you know. So
Yeah.
you're not gonna hit a squat, you're gonna do what I call a power squat, you know, you're gonna just go
But
to a certain
I
spot
don't
and
know
then
what's a power. Like I don't know what's a power squat.
what
Like
I'm saying is like, you know, when as far as I know, when football players or really any like athletes that are on like sports, like I'm sure baseball players do the same. You know, when they're on their strength training and stuff, they're probably not going all the way to parallel. Am I right?
some will. It just depends.
We gotta think about what they're preparing for it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the
Cause like
purpose of like football or like them training, they're not trying to like go all the way to ATG because that's not the purpose of their training.
No,
You know,
you
the
see,
purpose of them is to build that power in their legs. So they're gonna just squat to
re-
where they think is low enough, but not probably not the parallel, and then just
you
focus on power.
you see Zaquan Barkley thighs.
yeah,
Have you
I've
seen
seen
his
this
thighs?
squat.
I've seen his clean. That was it.
I think I've seen a squat. Dude's
He
huge.
have literally tree. He have literally tree trunks probably bigger than all our heads.
So this guy I'm finna play, which is really like the only sport where you really want to go super deep, is Olympic weightlifting because that's where you catch it at. At the elite level.
Yeah,
But
But
I'm gonna play
this is
this.
so.
It's
This is what I was
584
saying. Where
pounds.
like each
I
area of
just,
fitness are gonna have like their different rules and stuff.
I
Like
just
you're
think
not gonna see
it's,
football players doing this because this isn't the
I just,
purpose of their training.
I just think it's dangerous. And then he got a flex bar.
It's so much weight on there, it bounces.
Yeah.
Look how fast he's going, though.
Oh my
He's
god.
super
Like
strong. He's
This
he's
is who
super
I
elite.
aspire to look like in
He
10 years.
but he also takes the creatine. Uh,
The step
the
up, Mister.
yeah,
The like
creatine's
the
uncle. That's just
man,
a joke, but he
that
he takes
that's
the the sauce.
he's on that strength sauce, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
yeah, he is on that string sauce, man. I mean, me typically, I wouldn't do it because I know I've had knee surgery. When I was in high school, I would get deep, but I wouldn't go as deep as that.
You gotta think too, like people proportions are different. Like some people, like that guy, and somehow Peyton is like they're built to where it's easy for them to squat deep, or especially if somebody's like short and short femurs, like they
Oh
could just
yeah,
squat. They could
deep.
squat all the
Yeah,
way to the bottom, and like it still be less range of motion than what me or you do.
yeah, and that's what I tell people with push-ups. You have short people with short arms. They be like, I can do 1,000,001 push-up. Well, you're not extending your arms. You have to extend lock your arms out.
Here he is.
That's the same guy.
This is Saquon Barkley.
Oh, okay, okay, I see it. I see it. Now, this is when he was in college.
Yeah, was it
Look at
Penn
that.
State?
Yeah, man, look how deep he
He's
went.
going deep. Man, locker room. These videos where they're lifting in the locker rooms, man, it's so hype.
And how much he scored? He squatting 495.
Yeah, 495
Oh my god!
for
Like
7.
I did 6 on 450
That's impressive.
with no pre-workout though.
I don't know. I feel like
This is
sometimes I
how it
go
needs.
deeper than this, but
This is how it needs to be in the gym
Yeah,
when
it
I'm PR, and that's I like.
man. Those deep squats are
There's Peyton Franklin. He's in the chat. He didn't know what a deep squat is.
look at them.
What's that? 405 for 3.
yeah. Uh, the last one is about as deep as I usually go.
Look, Saquon didn't have a bet on. You got a bet
Yeah,
on.
Saquon's also stronger than I am.
faster,
Yeah,
bigger,
man, it's crazy. But
richer.
one thing I like about uh, and I've been going heavy for a little minute on legs. Is just it just give you a different feeling uh in your legs though,
I love leg day,
and
but
and it gives you a different sweat from say if you're doing upper body or something like that. You sweat, but when you do legs, you really, really,
Man,
really sweat. You really sweat,
especially if you do them now.
yeah. Right now it's so hot.
man.
When you think about it, you doing legs. You're really doing your whole body.
Yeah.
You
And
can
come to think
isolate
of,
your upper body better than you can your lower body.
come to think about it, when I did legs yesterday, dude, I was sweating like crazy.
It just hit different, man.
The
When you do
gym's hot.
legs, it just hit different.
Yeah, it does. I love squatting.
I feel ashamed going into the gym and doing anything other than legs because I feel like I look like I only do upper body
No, 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 you don't.
because my
No,
legs are small, calves don't exist. What's a calf?
really?
It's a baby cow.
What's a kid?
A
It's a baby
baby.
goat.
Huh?
Baby goat.
All right. You man, you talking about being a SRO, man. You could really impact some lives.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I really do. Uh, because man, you have different kids from walks of life, and you have kids that are special need, and they are dear to my heart, man. I love those kids. Just to go in there and just to put a smile on their face means a lot to me. So that's one thing I do uh, when I do go into school, and before I get moving around, I go uh, to those classrooms and see those kids, and just to put a smile on their face, and just to give them dap or give them a hug, and just to see them laugh, and so they can have a good day, to let them know that, hey, I'm here for them too.
You know what? If game wardens or the Mississippi Department of Wildlife, Fisheries, and Parks, if they don't hire me because I don't want to move, I'm gonna be an SRO.
Is that like, can you apply to be like specifically an SRO, or is that just something after you get on?
I mean, you can. I'm pretty sure. I think we have an application that's out there that if you want to be a school resource officer, you can. But um you will have to, it will work better for you if you certified, because if you're not certified, you still got to go through the FTO program with anything, and then you got to go through the police academy and get certified.
Yeah,
But if you are already certified, you still have to go through our FTO program to see how we do things here, and then you'll go into the school system, which that you will be trained to as well, to know how to handle stuff within
yeah.
the school
How
system.
how
What
long
if I
is the
wanted you to be my FTO?
This is my baby. This is my boy.
That's a big baby.
feeding that boy steaks? How long you have to be in field training before you go to the academy?
It depends on when they have the class. I mean, it could
Okay,
be a month, it could be
it
two
makes
months,
sense.
it could be 3 months. It
So,
just
so
depends on when
basic,
they get ready to have a class.
basically, you swear in, you get hired, you swear in, and then like you're field training until the academy.
Yeah, you do your field training, which that is very important. You want to get some field training in. This is my opinion. You want to get some field training in before you go to the academy, because you want to know what to do, things to do, what not to do, and stuff like that. And then you're gonna learn stuff in the academy, and then you're gonna get more field training when you come out the academy too as well, because you're gonna be gone for quite a bit of time. So you have to refresh up on some things and then learn some things too as well. So all of it is very important.
I don't know
Awesome.
why I thought those were chicken tenders behind you. I'm hungry.
Chicken tenders. You sound hungry, bro. He was eating when I got on. He was eating, smashing some Pringles.
I haven't even eaten yet. I had
I,
one meal today, and that was lunch.
I drank a protein shake at like 3 o'clock, and then I went to Oxford and drove Uber, and then came home and like smashed a bagel like when y'all were getting on.
So you drive the Oxford and do Uber.
Yeah, sometimes. Well, I had to meet somebody to talk about something, but I was
Oh,
there, so I was like, I'm gonna Uber.
okay.
But I will drive over there and just to Uber
I
if it's
had
busy.
some. I had somebody to tell me they made like either $600 or $800 just Ubering, but this was when school was in, like
Yeah,
when
school
when
just got
school
back in, so that's why
became
I'm starting to Uber
so.
again.
And it was like they made that much in a week in
Oh yeah,
Oxford. I'm like, man,
you
this.
can make that in the day during football season, like during a game. You might need
I
to
I
hop on
rather
there, bro. Get the
I
dodge in the action.
I rather be at the game than
Yeah,
working the game.
I would
So
too.
yeah, so I go to a lot of Ole Miss games. So
They're so fun, bro.
yeah,
Even just
I've never
driving, like
been to a college football game.
we're gonna
you
go this year,
never
bro.
been you never been.
We'll go this year.
I've never been a football person.
What, man? You missing out.
I
Yeah,
went to like two. I can confirm two, but maybe three, like Salpinola football games growing up.
Look, Park Warner doesn't count.
I went to the one in Brandon,
he's talking smack.
and then I went to one with somebody
You went to
once.
the
And that was it.
state.
What?
You went to the state.
What's
championship.
up?
Yeah.
What's up, boy?
When was that? Like
What's up?
2013
2014.
or something like that?
It was 2014, and we played
Look, look,
Brandon. No,
look,
2013. You're right,
Yeah.
look,
or
look at
2012,
the
something
camera.
like that.
Look at
It
the
was in
camera.
that 10-year span. We're gonna take Peyton to a football game this
Man,
year.
Peyton, we gotta take you to the foot. I'm actually going to the first football game
I
when
wanted to.
we play
What's their schedule
against.
look like this year?
They have 7 home games.
Yep, and I
That's not what
know
I asked. I want to see who they're playing.
you have to look it up.
That's what I'm doing.
Mercer, LSU. We got
Auburn,
Arkansas.
Georgia Tech.
Auburn's gonna be at Auburn this year.
Yeah.
Georgia Tech will be here.
Uh, you said LSU, right?
Yeah, LSU.
Um,
Dang.
I wonder if we play Vanderbilt.
LSU is that?
Surely.
That's a home game, ain't it?
We played Georgia this year, actually.
Yeah,
So that's gonna be
that's
I watched.
at Georgia.
yeah, that's gonna be at Georgia.
I'd watch LSU.
So what do you guys think about Texas and Oklahoma that's gonna be in the SEC? Like, what are
I
y'all
think
guys' opinion?
that's cool. I guess. I guess they're not really southeast. I don't think. Like we're getting down into just the whole country, but and then that what Big 10 and Big 12 just like they're adding
Yeah,
that they took the whole Pac-12 on. So
yeah.
Why does this thing think I want to see the Spartans football schedule when
even
I
with
type in
all that,
LSU?
with them taking all those teams on the SEC after we take Oklahoma on, we have like 19-1 of national championships for the last 20 years,
Right.
which is crazy. Something like that.
Hey,
It's getting big, bro.
let's go to Starkville when Alabama plays.
Why would I go there just to watch the state lose? So are you who's your favorite college football team, Jarvis? Like
I mean, like I
D1.
told you, D1 favorite college football team, hands down, and that's because I almost played there, and that's Ole Miss. That's
That's why I like
been
them
Ole
too.
Miss.
Almost played there.
Yeah, so I almost played there. And tonight
Who was the
I'm
coach
wearing
back then?
Coach Orgeron,
Okay.
Coach O.
Okay.
He remind me of the guy off of Waterboy. He was
Yep. Yep.
like, you
Go
can never
Tigers.
go there. Yeah. So
That's,
you could never really understand what he was talking about. So, even tonight I wore my ring for you guys tonight,
uh-oh.
my college ring for you. I
I got some
rarely even
I
wear
got
it.
some high school rings.
High
I
school
can
do count, but
I can make a ring right quick.
you can.
They
Yep,
said
I can take the spiral out my notebook.
they said when Orgeron got fired from LSU, they were like, "Hey, we're gonna give you this so many $1 million," and he was like, "Which door you want me to get out of?" He was not mad at all.
Even recruited by him. Well, by Ole Miss, I'm not gonna say by him, but by Ole Miss, he had a Hummer dealership in Oxford. This one Hummer was like
Wow.
big at the time. He had a Hummer dealership there.
Wow.
Yep, he had a Hummer dealership there in Oxford. Um, and I don't blame him. I probably would have said the thing that I was like, God bless you. Which door you want me to walk out? This one to
Exactly.
the right, or the left. And that just goes to show you how college football is. That man, that they'll pay somebody so many. They bought him out his contract
Yeah.
so he can go ahead and make a swift transition out the door. But it's just crazy how much money uh, that it is within the NCAA.
Yeah.
What you guys think about Reggie Bush? Like, I know you guys probably saw it.
I don't know
That
who that is.
I'm finna get off the podcast. Really,
Running back. Running back.
really, you don't know who Reggie Bush?
I don't know crap.
Dylan, I see why he didn't go to many games.
Yeah, he does
Yeah,
not.
You don't know who
I
Reggie
was I
Bush
was
is?
telling Peyton that he's got like if he would have played football, he would have been pretty good. He would have been a good wide receiver.
He could have been receiver. Like I could see,
He's got
you
long
could
arms.
arms, long legs. Yeah, you could have been a good wide receiver, but you don't know who Reggie Bush is. You could have said, "Oh, the guy went with Kim
He played.
Kardashian."
Oh, he's related to George W. Bush. Yeah, I know him.
Yeah, that's him.
Mm, yeah, he George W. Bush is his uncle.
Yeah,
But I don't know if you guys saw that I don't know if it's fake news or it was said that he supposedly put sue the NCAA or something like that.
because he didn't make money.
I guess it's something
They
maybe
used
dealing with the
his.
Heisman.
They used his name, image, and likeness.
Yeah, and they made a lot of money off of Reggie though. They
Hey,
did.
bro,
Yeah,
his
Just
name's
like
Reginald.
they took his Heisman away. That's what Lake Dubois is in the chat. He's a big football guy. Lake, you
yeah,
want to come on and talk about Reggie Bush? He said that they took his Heisman. Peyton Franklin. Peyton. Peyton's the type of guy that like
I can see
he
the chat.
he he knows it's on YouTube. You gotta pull the YouTube
Okay,
video up.
okay.
He be knowing everything. Peyton Franklin.
Did you
Lake
guys
just got
see
out the
the
shower.
Tim Florida Gators untold story on Netflix?
I haven't watched it, but I saw that it came out.
Yeah, it's came out. It's good, man.
I've just been watching
It's good.
Suits.
They got a documentary on Johnny Manziel too. Lake said
I,
that the Tim Tebow, the Florida thing is trash. I heard it wasn't
it,
that good either.
Blake said it could have been more, I'm gonna say this could have been more detailed, but I think they left a lot of stuff out. They left a lot of stuff out because I know that it was a whole lot more uh probably went on
They had Aaron
with
Hernandez.
this, and they didn't even go deep in and dealt with him. I felt like they should have went uh a little bit more deep and dealt with him, but they didn't go. But I understand why they didn't do it. But the Johnny Manziel was pretty good. Like I really like that one. I really like Manziel.
Uh,
Manziel flipped the game. He really flipped the game.
He was exciting to watch.
Yeah, he was.
Lake
I
said
didn't
that
realize that they had this much light.
there were 40 other players. There was like 40 players that were arrested from that roster
Talking
of
about
the
from
of the
Florida.
Gators. Yeah.
Yeah, and they only talked about three or four. I'm mistaken.
How is that whole team in jail? Or then their quarterback was a
To
pastor.
tell Blake Cam Newton had got arrested for stealing the laptop.
Really?
Yeah,
But then he ended up
I mean
coming.
Cam Newton was on that team. That's why he ended up leaving Florida and he went to JUCO and then he went to Auburn.
Wow. And then he had that. And he had that good career at
Yeah,
Auburn.
Auburn. Yeah, he had those 2 good years at Auburn. So that's what happened because Cam for stealing the laptop.
Blinn. Where's Blinn at?
Blend, that's in Texas. He
Texas.
played in Texas. Actually, my college coach that coached me in Arkansas, Coach Cam Newton.
And then
At
now
the
where's he at?
who
He's
Cam
he's probably phased out now. He's kind of
who my head coach?
no. I'm talking about Cam Newton.
He's not in the
Once
league right
you get
now.
that you get to like that age, it's gonna be hard to get back.
I mean, if you think about it, if I'm Cam, like, he was good. He was good in college. He was good in the league. Like, what point do you have to prove at this point? I mean, you got endorsement deals. You have
Yeah,
made your
Cam Newton
money.
is
Man, he's set for life. So
yeah.
you know I wouldn't even, what I'm saying, I'm like, I know who I am as a man, and I know who I am
It's
in
got to
college.
stop eventually. I mean, you can't just play
Yeah.
like Brett Favre. I mean, I guess you can. You could
You know,
just die there, I guess.
I'm a Brett Favre fan. I do like Brett Favre, but Brett Favre was supposed to win the Super Bowl, but they tried to kill him. Sean Payton, the New Orleans Saints, had a bounty.
Oh yeah,
If they did not have the bounty gate, Brett Favre go and then he was gonna retire with the Minnesota Vikings.
and they
I just hate that that happened.
yeah. What's
Cause I
that
mean
called?
AP was in his man, could nobody stop AP that year? They had the running game, they had
Yeah,
a nice defense, a decent defense, but they tried to kill him, man.
that's crazy. You see that movie where they did? It was about Sean Payton, but it was like a comedy. Uh,
Oh,
what's his name? Kevin James played him,
yeah,
and
I
he
could
like
I can't
coached the little league.
I couldn't even make myself watch something like that. Like that was like watching Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, it's stupid,
I
bro.
could I couldn't watch it.
All right, so we got here's who we have Peyton. So take your pick. We can't do the first game because I'll be out of town. Well, we got Georgia Tech. We got LSU. LSU, I think, might be sold out. If it's not, the ticket's gonna be crazy because LSU is really good, or they're supposed to be. And then you got Arkansas. We might could go to the Arkansas game, and we got Vanderbilt at home too. We got Vanderbilt, Texas A&M, Louisiana Monroe.
Probably won't nobody be at the Monroe game.
Peyton, you're
Monroe must
muted.
yeah, you're meeting Pate. I was eating Pringles.
Yeah, I ate a Pringle. I forgot.
Peyton Franklin said he'll take us to Georgia Tech, which Georgia Tech is not a bad. That's not a bad program. Like
No wonder
No,
y'all didn't hear my Derek Jeter comment.
you went on us?
Yeah, I said Derek Jeter was the best shortstop, but I was muted, so nobody heard it.
Yeah.
did he play for the Gators too on
Yeah.
that same team? So what game you want to go to, Peyton?
A&M or
Me and my wife went to the A&M game 2 years ago, and it was when College Game Day was in town, and it place was absolutely packed, and it was like 20 degrees, but it was a night game. It was so much fun, bro.
I feel like if we get a nice 15-mile run in before the game and then go to the
Dude,
game.
you gonna have to walk to the
We
stadium.
could put the
Like,
run in at the game, bro.
Heck yeah, bro.
yeah.
Let's go down there on the track while they.
They don't have a track at the field.
Oh, I didn't know.
There's a track by the
By the
field, but I don't know
field,
if we're gonna
but
get on it.
I think we'll just put Peyton at the track and then just
Yeah,
let him run like for
we'll look over
3 hours.
there. We'll look over there and
See me
see
doing
how long.
64 laps.
Yeah. So they kicked the ball. I guess they didn't put the nets up. They did a field. Texas A&M kicked a field goal, and the crowd caught it, and like they were like throwing it up, like to throw it out of the stadium, and like dude was pressured into it, and he threw it out, and like the cop threw him out of the game. I was so like sad for him. I was like, golly. The crowd pressured him into it, and then he got kicked out of the game.
You want to talk? You want to talk? What you want to say?
Just wants to lick you. Peyton, say something cool. I'm gonna be right back.
Something cool, everybody. Something cool.
So what time you gotta go to work? Pay 10?
30 minutes from now. I need to get
What?
up and leave. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess we'll be ending it soon then.
Yeah, we're going. I try to Thursdays. I want Thursdays to be a rest day, so work doesn't get in the way of podcasting.
Yeah.
But I didn't go Tuesday because I didn't feel like it. So then I had to go and run the day. So tomorrow I should do a rest day, but since I rested Tuesday, there's no point. So I'm just gonna go and put like 2 or 3 easy miles in before work, and then run after work.
I probably end up. I probably see you there tomorrow. Um, I probably go when I get off work tomorrow.
I feel like uh, crap. Oh yeah, because I don't even get a whole lot of sleep. I may as well just go ahead and go as early as I can tomorrow. I've been waking up at like 2:30, 3 o'clock, and I went to sleep at 10. So
So you're thriving.
yeah, I have been downing the C4s the past couple weeks.
That's gonna be me for like the next 3 months.
I ran through a case last week, and I'm about to run out of another case this week. And I really got to do number two.
Do you know of any?
Really? You just said that on live? Like
What did he say?
he really got to do number two. Look,
Oh,
he said he got 30 minutes to go to work. So I don't want to, I don't want to be late to work. I want you to be very productive when you get to work and, you know, do what you got to do. So I'm not going to hold you guys any longer since Peyton got to, do number two and then you got to go to work. So I
I'm usually
guess
not very productive at work. I kind
just
of sit
maintaining.
in front of the ACs and fans as long as I can.
You just maintain
Yeah, that's my training status right now is maintaining.
maintenance.
Yeah,
well, um,
42-hour recovery.
mm,
What is before you go? I do have. I'm gonna put these notes down. What is one goal you're working towards, Jarvis?
one goal that I'm working towards is to constantly every day to be a better me. I'm not perfect by far. I do make mistakes. It's just to every day, just put one foot forward and to be a better me. Uh, that's 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 one of my ultimate goals.
That should be where we are all at. We should all be trying to be better, right?
This is
Lake
like the
said.
greatest title.
Lake said the title sounds like the South Park kids wrote it.
Hey, that's a good one. What's the title? I don't even
I'm
see
trying
the
to let
title.
me pull it up. It's
Live with
live with.
elite super special force cop policeman Jarvis Smith.
Oh my God.
I asked for y'all's input and y'all didn't say
Well,
anything, so I was like,
tell
well,
tell
it's
what
gonna be
his name.
funny.
You said Lake or Blake?
Lake
We call him
Dubois.
on sometimes.
Tell Lake. Did nobody kill Kenny? Kenny's still living.
Ain't that like a saying? Who killed Kenny?
Yeah, who killed Kenny? Kenny died on every episode.
I haven't watched South Park in so long.
Man, that was cruel. Like, why did they kill Kenny on every episode? Kenny Kenny never changed his orange hoodie. He kept the same hoodie.
Bro, them Adult Swim shows used to scare me growing up. I don't think South Park was on that, but like Robot Chicken, bro, I got terrified
I
of.
always liked Robot Chicken.
I couldn't
It
watch it because
was
Adult Swim came
yeah,
on
it
after
wasn't very
10
good.
o'clock or something.
Yeah.
Bro, Chicken made me fear for my life.
That was one of my favorites. That and Family Guy,
Yeah,
but
I just watched Family Guy.
I never.
Yeah.
They're definitely not great shows.
I was more like a
Yeah,
American
like
Dad.
I'm a big Kenny one.
American
yeah,
Dad.
American Dad's cool.
Yeah, I was.
A little more PG, I think.
Yeah. In the Cleveland show, I really like the
Yeah,
Cleveland show. Yeah. So
right there up there with SpongeBob. They're all about the same, right?
Yeah.
Johnny Test up there too.
So, man, I'll catch you guys.
We'll see you later. We'll see you later, man.
See you guys
Thank you for
later.
joining us, man.
Looking
Man,
forward to having you on again.
definitely will be on again.
Looking
Hey,
forward
we'll
to see
have.
you in a state trooper uniform one day.
Oh my God, here you go.
He's going. Yeah, if he does that, he'll just have to run for sheriff one day.
Man,
All
y'all
right,
crazy.
man.
May as well
All
walk
right,
around in the nice cap.
all right. Y'all have a good night, man.
All right,
You can just
Jarvis.
hit leave, or you know how it works. You've
All
done it
right.
before. All
It
right, good
is.
episode there. What it is, Carson Smith. We got look. The chat is live today. I sent it to the group for the first time ever, and it paid off. We got Lake, we got Frankie, and we got
We got
C
Osrak.
Smiths. What's y'all's email? What it is, what it do, what it be.
What it
It
are?
what- we gonna talk pod.
We're gonna wrap it up.
Your video looked good, but now you like your background's yellow and your face is white. So something happened.
I need a different light.
Carson, shout out Carson. I mean, he he brought his baby done. Baby, let me talk over again. He brought his baby home today.
They
He
cut
was
mine too.
born early. They had to keep him, make sure he was gonna grow good, but they took his pee pee wee wee pocket.
Oh, that's what he meant.
Bro, you didn't know? He got
No.
circumcised
Well, here
today.
they go like what?
Carson didn't, but his baby boy, uh,
Or what if he
Peyton
wanted that
Franklin
later on?
Jr.
You just took it from him.
They could put it in like a cup and hold it. He's a Gentile. Nah, bro, the Jews were the circumcised ones. We got to work on Peyton's lighting and getting him to a football game. Bro, this past year, we brought new things to your life, bro. Toyos. That's about it. But
Yeah.
they put his in a necklace like a puka shell.
Man, bro, I ain't been to Toyos in a while. Not since
I'm
my
ready
baby.
to go, bro. Ready to go to Toyos. All right, bro. Let me ask this. How many miles have you ran this week?
16.
16. How many miles you got left to run this week?
18.
34 miles. That's your peak week, bro? Is that the most you've ran?
Yeah, I ran 31 last week.
All right, so here's what we got.
It's gonna be more next week, and I'm gonna add a Sunday recovery run in.
Yeah, pose a question, Peyton. I mean Carson Smith.
Hurry
we
up.
gotta get two things we gotta check off your list: getting you on an airplane and getting you to a football game.
Let's do a Spartan and
I've
get to
done
Florida in December.
15 miles. How many did you say you've done?
16.
16. And I have if I do 18 with you, I have 23 left.
That is if you hit a 12-minute or faster pace tomorrow.
I'm gonna try to do my negative split. Carson, go ahead and pose the. Okay, here. How confident are you on a scale of 1 out of 10 that you can land an airplane safely with assistance only from air traffic control?
1.
Why?
But I've never been on a plane, much less flown a plane. You expect
That's
me
true. That's if it's like they say on the TVs. I mean, 10 out of 10, we'll get it on the ground. But if it's like
And plus, that's the pilot's job, not mine. Why
calculus
would I
and
go up there?
physics, it can't be that hard to land. I mean, like they probably could tell you. They probably know what to tell you exactly. Like, hit this button, hit that button. Why is it that hard? Like, why is it not simpler? I mean, driving a car is pretty simple. Why have they not made it? That's a good movie, Carson. Yeah, the plane goes down. I mean, all you gotta do is slow that heifer down and land it, aim it, try not to hit
just
another plane.
remove all thrust, and then
Or I mean, just
cut the
get
plane off while you're up there.
you're up there in the cockpit, grab the parachute and jump out. I mean,
Yeah, who cares about the rest of them?
Forget it. Somebody else can land that plane. Y'all seen The Boys? Have you ever watched the show The Boys? I
No.
know Carson has. So this plane's going down. Terrorists take over. They already killed the pilots or whatever, and the superhero shows up and they kill the bad guys. They don't know how to fly a plane, and they're like, "Uh, we can't save these people," so they just leave the people in the plane and let them crash. Y'all should wrap it up. I heard somebody got to go to work. You know, it's weird because he said he has different times he has to leave every time.
We usually don't go
I
this
thought you were
long.
going to call in sick.
Who said that? I called in sick like last Friday or the Friday before last.
Today, August 24th, is the number one day people call into work
Yeah.
of the year. Like, that's a stat I saw today. You don't even really have a job, Carson said.
I mean,
You
I have
just,
a workplace.
you probably just go somewhere and go to sleep, and then that's why you're not sleeping enough because you're already rested. You look well rested from here.
That's because I'm 300 milligrams of caffeine deep, 4 scoops of Gatorade Endurance, 2 goos, and Pringles.
You did today what, Peyton?
But Peyton just is like talking to us out loud and expects us to hear him, and then he has to like type it out. Forgot we didn't hear him.
And didn't even know what we were talking about. Well, what we got, bro? I'm trying to figure out how we're gonna land the plane of the podcast. Take
Well,
off work. Oh, Peyton took off work. I did too.
I think we're going in the land right now. Actually, we're
Ooh,
descending at 500,
you're going way too fast. All right, so
400.
Grateful Apparel, get you some, fellas. This hat right here, not Grateful Apparel. Somebody gave it to me. But guess what? You could also click those links and buy something from Amazon, and that'll help support the
Shout
pod.
out Mayhem Nation.
We're gonna start dropping podcasts on Patreon. I don't know what we're gonna do. I'm just throwing
We're gonna
ideas out
start
there. I'm
throwing the
just
bloopers
talking.
out there on Patreon.
It's all a blooper, bro. Man, I have to burp. All right, well,
Peyton got
guys,
cooked. Dill the Young.
that's what we try to say every time, bro. Put the work in.
See the results. Americon
Next time
training.
you do it, just do it better.
Get hard.
Go harder. We said the same thing without listening to each other.
You
Peyton
think it's
Franklin, show up at the gym sometime, okay?
you think it's hot outside? Who cares? Get after it.
Get after it. Bro, Jordan Peterson, they're making him take social media training because they think he is mean.
Have you seen our generation? They deserve to be mean too.
Yeah, they do.
Anyway,
All right, shout out for y'all sticking in this last 3 minutes. That's very rough. What do we do after that?
We throw up our hands. The
And we
peace
say bye
sign.
bye. Hasta luego.
See y'all next time.
Peace. Enjoy.